Time now for a hometown hero, and this week's hometown hero is positively Wisconsin. If you ask Gary Heim whether he enjoyed his time in the Army with the 92nd Artillery Regiment, he'll probably tell you he wasn't thrilled about being drafted back in 1957, but he made the most of it, serving 18 months over in Germany with his wife Joan, who also served. Gary says his unit was always on standby if things got heated. Local 5's Nate Stewart has Gary's story.
It was a good 2 years. I can't really complain. I'm Gary Heim, and I spent 2 years of active duty in the Army. And we were sent down to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for our first 8 weeks of training. And then we went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for our second 8 weeks. And from there, we were shipped overseas to Germany. We went over as a complete unit. The whole battalion went over and came back at the same time. We were what they called fire direction control. What we had was a forward observer, what they called the forward observer, that was near where the target was, and he would zero in the shells to whatever we were trying to hit. He directed us as to how we were firing, how accurate we were, and then we'd make adjustments, and we'd send those adjustments down to the firing batteries. We had a good-sized truck, and we used to stand on the side of the trucks and have boards in front of us with all the information as to where the target was and where the forward observer was and where were the batteries, and so we could direct the fire. Brings back some pretty good memories. The only thing we had was training exercises. And as I understand it, I think they were firing at old tanks and that type of thing that they put out there in the field. That was what they called during the Cold War situation. There were no battles, no nothing, but you never knew between Russia and the United States. There was always tension, so it was 2 years well spent if you took advantage of it. And I got to see Germany in a very intimate type setting. I did with my wife being over there, and we had a little one over there during that time. We couldn't travel. I personally think, my own thoughts are that I think it would be desirable for everybody.
And Gary, we thank you for your service. If you would like to nominate someone from your community to be featured in our Hometown Hero segment, just email Nate Stewart at the address you see on your screen.